Hello everybody, it's Football here with John Montez and welcome back again to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing fine. I'm also doing fine, and today we are back again. We have some interesting news, and today this one involves Manchester United. A lot of breaking news are coming out of Manchester United because at the moment we know Manchester United are looking for a striker and different names are being mentioned around Manchester United. There's the name of Gyökeres, of course. There's the name of Sesko, and there is a name for Jackson. So I want to focus into two names because I will not majorly focus on Gyökeres, but I will focus into two names, Sesko and Jackson. Where Chelsea today have dropped the price of Jackson. I don't know the price of Sesko at the moment. I think Sesko will be worth 70 million. Chelsea are telling us that to get Jackson out of Chelsea, you have to have at least 80 to 100 million. What is your thought into that? That one is going to form the basis of this video. That is going to form the basis of our analysis today. 80 to 70 million. How much will you pay for Jackson? That is the question I'm posing to you. How do you value him in the market at the moment? How much will you pay to him? Because Chelsea are currently telling us that Jackson is worth 80 to 100 million. Even if you are desperate enough, how desperate are you? Will you pay between 80 to 100 millions for Jackson? That is a question I'm posing, guys, to you. Let me see down on the comment section your thought into that. Sesko is interesting one because Sesko currently is being talked about or is being linked with Manchester United because of Arsenal going in for Gyökeres, which is interesting to see how that one will play out. In my own opinion, it will be a nice move because Manchester United needs a striker. And we need an urgent striker at the moment. And if he's available, I'll take that deal. So I'm going to tell you why I will take that deal and why I believe Chelsea are overpricing Jackson, in my own opinion. I will tell you why Chelsea are overpricing Jackson and why I don't think Manchester United should go for that deal and why I think Manchester United will not go for that deal. And before we dive into this video, by the way, if you know you are watching us for the first time, please, I just want to request you take a second or to click the subscription button. Don't forget to click on that notification bell so each and every time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. This is Football with John Montez. We discuss about football. We bring for you transfer news. We bring for you transfer updates and any news or any news related to football or any stories related to football. So make sure you tune in, make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend, make sure we are soon coming out live. We'll be doing a live show. So make sure you tune in for that. So make sure you tell a friend and make sure you subscribe if you know you haven't subscribed. Make sure you like this video and make sure you put a comment down on the comment section. Just put a comment to support this channel, and like also help this channel to grow. So those are the only things I'm asking on you. Like, subscribe, and comment. Those are the things I'm asking from you. Now, let us just dive directly into this. What do you guys think about this Jackson story and Sesko story? In my own opinion, according to Fabrizio, they are telling us, or they're trying to say that Manchester United have initially talked about Sesko or his possibility to come to Old Trafford, which we know at the moment Manchester United are looking for a striker and a goalkeeper. I don't want to talk about a goalkeeper today. Let us focus on the striker because this is where the major point is. Chelsea knows that Manchester United are desperate to get a striker, and most club knows that Manchester United needs a striker. They have to get a striker going to next season, and it has to be quick. What will they do? If I was Sesko agent, or if I was which team is that? If I was Sesko agent, this was the opportunity to sell for Manchester United because already Arsenal have focused all their focus for Gyökeres, and probably I hope they will get him. If they will not get him, I think Manchester United can get him. I think Gyökeres want Arsenal. That one, Gyökeres have already made it clear. Arsenal already starting their tour. I think tomorrow, probably. I think it was today. They went today. So it's too late. It's not too late, but it's late for Gyökeres to join. It's not late, but it's late for him to join the team. He should have already joined the team if he was to go to that team. But Sesko have an opportunity to test something else in Premier League, and Manchester United will be a perfect opportunity for him because I don't think there is any competition in Manchester United that he will feel like being threatened or his position being threat. So Sesko can be a good ideal for Manchester United. He can be something that Manchester United can focus for in the future. It's something that we haven't tried yet, and I think we are since 25 was it 2013 or 20 something. We were really interested in him. I can remember Ole was really interested in him. So it's a figure that is more. I've been talking. This is not the first time we are hearing about Sesko to Manchester United. People have talked about it before. Manchester United have already discussed about the possible deal about Sesko, which I understand. It should happen. At the moment, we really need a striker, and with this quality, with the way it's finished, with the team we are playing, with the system we are playing, I think it can be a perfect fit. Because Manchester United, we just need somebody to be a finished product. We don't have a finished product, and Sesko can be a finished product. Now, going back to Jackson, this is my thought. This is my opinion. I don't think Manchester United can or even pay that money. That one is the first thing. I was really happy when Chelsea dropped that price because I knew this is a joke. Manchester United cannot do it. They can't do it. 80 to 70 million. Even if you are giving me Jackson for 50 million, I will not take it. Not because it's a bad player, not because I don't just feel he fits the system. I don't just feel he is a Manchester United player. That is what I'm trying to say. He is not a Manchester United player, in my own opinion, the way I see it. I don't just see it happening. Even if consider just the price. Is Jackson worth 80 million? The Jackson worth 80 to 100 million. The Jackson let us be honest. They want to compare it with the Ekitike because Ekitike, Liverpool are spending more than 96 million on him. Jackson is not worth that price. Jackson is not that worth price. 80 million is so exaggerated. Chelsea should just consider. And you know what? Chelsea are not in a rush to sell because they need a competition. Maybe if they sell, we'll give them an opportunity to bring another striker. They already have two strikers. They have the Lap and they have Jackson. Now, what is the point of selling? It's like telling us that, okay, if you meet the price, the place not for sale, yes, but if you can meet our demand, then we will give you. We are willing to sell, but we are not on a rush to sell. That is what exactly they're telling. They are sending people away. That is my own opinion. That is how I can interpret it. They are sending away people from Jackson because I don't think anybody reasonable or anybody thinking straight can pay that amount of money on Jackson. In my own opinion. How many goals did Jackson had last season? Just asking for, I don't know. I heard that he had around 32 goal contribution. If you have 32 game contribution, goal and assist, how can that one makes you 100 or 80 million prize player? It doesn't make sense. If Jackson is worth that money, then I would sell Rashford 120. I would sell Garnacho 160. If Jackson is that worth money, I don't think it's just worth that money. 70 million, I don't see the value. That one is like pouring water into the sea. That is like pouring money. It cannot happen. It should not happen. It should not happen. I hope it doesn't happen. I don't want it to happen. Most of Manchester United fans will concur with me that this one should not happen. Some of you will say this one should happen because maybe some of you have seen the good side of Jackson, but me, in my own opinion, I haven't seen anything good out of that player. Manchester United, we are really struggling to even feed our strikers. Jackson needs somebody who sits down there. He needs a strong midfielder who feeds him. I don't think he get that one in Manchester United. We need a lethal searcher. Somebody who search for goals. Somebody who is forcing things. I don't think Jackson is a forcer. Is a forcer in this opinion. We need a striker who forces things. We need a striker who makes things happen. We need a striker who comes from nowhere. We need a striker, that type of a person. You see, since Greenwood left, we have never gotten a striker. This was my own opinion. I think we were having this discussion with one of my colleagues in the office today. And I told him, if Manchester United was to go for a proper striker, who I think can shape Manchester United, who I think is lethal enough, we should go back to Greenwood. I know it might cause a lot of chaos or it might cause a lot of backlash in the social media, but we need that type of a player. If we cannot get Sesko, we should not go. If you cannot get Sesko, we cannot get Gyökeres, we go for Greenwood. Because that is what is close to what we are looking for. Jackson is not close to what Manchester United are looking for, in my own opinion. We are not even close enough to what we are looking for with Jackson. If Jackson is the target, I think we should walk away even before Chelsea could have mentioned that price, because even that price is so much exaggerated. I don't think it's worth 80 to 70 million, in my own opinion. No. Tawe. No. I say no. I don't think is much. It's worth that price. It doesn't. It's not. It's not, in simple terms. It's not that much. So look for Greenwood. I think Greenwood now can cost us around 45 million, or we have a buyback clause if I'm not wrong. So we can look for Greenwood. If it has to be Jackson, then we should go for it. Let it be I would rather pick Okunku instead of Jackson. Honest opinion. I'd rather have Okunku instead of Jackson. 100%. I have Nkunku and Hoyland in the team rather than Jackson with no Hoyland. Or I'd rather have Hoyland in the next season rather than having Jackson in Manchester United. I don't think it fits even Manchester United team, in my own opinion. He doesn't fit. I don't think he's a perfect fit for Manchester United. I hope that day doesn't happen. I hope that day doesn't materialize. Let Chelsea, and I don't want. I've never seen anything good that comes from Chelsea to other clubs. They don't have a bomb. We should learn that one as a lesson. All Chelsea players, Chelsea have sold players to Premier League clubs, and all these players turn up to not perform. If you fail at Chelsea, you cannot. If you failed at Chelsea, you cannot succeed at United. If you failed at Chelsea, you cannot succeed at Arsenal. If you failed at Chelsea, you cannot succeed at Manchester City. Close to impossible. If you failed at Chelsea, you cannot succeed in Liverpool. Maybe we can talk about Salah. Maybe. But I've never seen a player that comes out of Chelsea and succeeded in Premier League. Rare. We have a little, we can just count them. Few. Very few. And McHugh, those other players also went to other clubs, and this one were properly rejected. Maybe it turns out to be, maybe comes to Manchester United and turns out to be Salah. I don't know. But in my own opinion, I don't think it fits our system. I don't think it fits. It's a Manchester United player in a short form. It's like just Mount. Mount was born to be Chelsea player. He should have retired there. I don't think Mount will ever fit in any other club apart from Chelsea club. This where he's born to play. I always believe that, because some players are just born for the team. Some players are just born to play for that team, and that is it. It's like Manchester United had some great players that were just born to play for Manchester United. If you could have took Ryan Giggs to, let's say, Barcelona team, or you take him to Real Madrid team, I honestly promise you, Ryan Giggs could have flopped, because he was just a Manchester United player. That was all he was. Somebody like Paul Scholes, they were just Manchester United player. People like Didier Drogba, people like, they were just that type of a player, was just belonging for that team. If he goes or he tries to go somewhere, that is the end of his career. I don't know what you guys think about this, but I don't think Jackson. Let me see down on the comments what is the price. What is your assessment, according to your assessment? How much do you think you'll pay for Jackson? Because in my own opinion, I don't think 80 to 100 million is worth Jackson. I don't think so. I think it should be less. Let's say 45 million if I'm not biased. But 80 to 100, that one is ridiculous amount. Or that is the result. No one is going to pay that. If somebody pays that, then that one is a wash. Because we know, if somebody pays that, that's wash. That is not genuine money. That one is a wash. If somebody pay 80 million to 100 on Jackson, it's a wash money. That is not pure money. That money should be investigated. That club should be investigated. Each and every person involved in that deal should be investigated. If you pay that money, you should open an investigation. That will be a crime to pay 80 to 100 million on Jackson. That will be a crime. Biggest crime in football history I've ever seen. I don't know what you guys think. That is my thought into this. Smash a like on the video if you know you haven't subscribed yet. please click the subscription button. Don't forget to click on that notification bell, so each and every time you produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. To our subscribers, I want to say thank you so much for your continued support. Without you, this channel cannot be able to reach where it is. Until now, until we do the next one, enjoy. Peace.